Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. Yeah, I mean, today is I'm still shocked from the events that happened last night. Obviously, more of that is coming out. We're not really going to comment too much on it, apart from obviously everyone here, myself, Liam. Condolences go out to everyone who was affected and tragically lost loved ones. And that we as a city, we stand together, and we really show everyone why Plymouth is such a beautiful place, and sort of how the whole community has sort of come together. So I think, you know, I've been a Plymouth boy all my life. I've loved the city. I love the football team, but I also love the people there. I mean, we it's probably a bit of bias saying this, but we genuinely have the best community, I would say, in the world. I mean, Plymouth is such a beautiful city, and it's got beautiful people in it. Unfortunately, last night there was someone who wasn't, you know, a representation of the city as a whole, who decided to do something utterly horrific, and it wasn't needed. And football, I think, it's again, you know, it becomes a second thought. I mean, the result or the scoreline tomorrow for me, it doesn't matter. I think everyone, the fact the home park is going to be fullish, it's going to be a huge first attendance. We're looking at over 10,000 supporters in home park tomorrow. The club announced obviously earlier this morning that there will be a minute's silence ahead of kickoff against Gillingham, which absolutely was always going to happen. People may have doubted it. I never did. I know Plymouth Argyle Football Club, and I know how much of a community-driven club they are. It was never in doubt that there was going to be a minute's silence. So we will all come tomorrow, 3 p.m. and pay our respects and tributes to the people who have tragically lost their lives. I mean, the age of the youngest is something I'm still trying to get my head around. I can't believe that is the age that we're talking about. No one deserves to be shot, obviously, but someone that young who has done absolutely nothing wrong. None of them did, but that girl who did nothing wrong had a whole life in front of her to be cruelly taken away by someone who absolutely should never have done any of that. And look, we'll leave the authorities to do their work, to do their bits. There is no, you know, worries tomorrow about the game being on. I believe that extra police forces would have been sent down from Exeter and Bristol and Avon. So we're going to be okay in terms of all of that. We know that the person who did this, we believe, acted single-handedly, but we're not going to give him any airtime at all. I'm not even going to mention his name. I think I only want to see his picture, to be honest with you. I don't want to know who he was. I frankly, and this may sound harsh, I don't care for who he is. What he did yesterday was not needed. It was out of order on the highest of scales. So I don't want to say his name. I don't want to see him. I don't want any of that. And obviously, as I said earlier, all our thoughts are with the people who's lost loved ones. I mean, it's gonna be sore for everyone associated with Plymouth. As I said yesterday, I want to thank the likes of Exeter and Bolton and
Bradford.
Gillingham, and I'm sure there's been many other clubs who Morecambe. I'm sure there's many clubs who have put in tributes and kind words. I'm not going to name them all because I think we'll probably be here for forever. But again, the football community showing everyone why football is truly a beautiful game, because we all come together and pay tributes. Normally we would have visuals, we would have things, we'd go through the opposition, their team, their manager. I haven't done that today. I frankly, it's just not been done. But we will talk briefly about, obviously, opposition and their manager, what we expect to see from the game tomorrow. But as I said right at the very start, the result and the score, I don't care anymore. Not tomorrow. We could get pummeled 10-0 and I frankly couldn't care. Because football is a second priority. It's a second thought right now. I just hope that obviously the people who have, lost loved ones or suffering get the support and the help they need. And obviously also the people who were shot, seriously wounded, but right now are still alive, and they're going to need, all sorts of support. So I think everyone will come together. We'll pay tribute. But football is a second thought. It's not the most important bit over the next, few weeks. I think we're going to be mourning this as a city for quite some time, won't we, Liam?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's quite baffling, really. Just last night, 6 p.m, I was thinking, I can hear the helicopter outside near me. I was thinking, what's going on here? And then just reading it is quite sad.
Yeah. Of course, some comments here. The convertible says, so sad what happened last night. It truly is. Max says, yo lads, how we doing? Such a sad story yesterday. I hope you're both doing okay. But now you are right, Plymouth do have a great community. Home Park will have a minute silence. So that's great. But it was obvious. Yeah, it was always obvious Argyle were going to do something. Big up Charlie, who says big up Niall and Liam. Max is saying he's playing Argyle career mode and beat Pompey pre-season. RIP to those who lost their lives last night, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Natasha says, yeah, I think as a neutral 4-1 Argyle, that would be... do you know what? The perfect scoreline would be 5-0 Argyle. One goal for every victim last night. So, Gillingham, if you are feeling especially nice, we'll take 5 goals and we'll walk away. But no, in all seriousness, the result doesn't matter. The result doesn't matter as long as everyone's together. I think that's all that really matters, if I'm being completely honest.
Half-mast, by the way, just fast.
Half-mast. So half-mast is basically, how we fly our flags at Home Park. We have flags, right?
Yeah.
So they're normally flying at the top of their pole, right? They're not right at the top, yeah?
Yeah.
So half-mast is the same for any sort of major sort of incident or death. You put the flag to half the pole, half-mast. So that's what that means by half-mast. So that obviously at Home Park, all our flags are flying half-mast and all of that. So, to pay our respects. Apparently it was said 5. Unfortunately, Max, you're wrong. It's actually 5 fatalities, not including the gunman. So it's actually 5 victims and 1 gunman. That is how it is. There's 5 that tragically lost their lives, 2 women, 2 men, and 1 child. So that's the fatalities down in Plymouth at the moment. Yeah, well, I'm not even going to dignify. As I say, I'm not giving him airtime. I'm not even giving him anything in my thoughts. I don't care about him. I mean, look, we all go through tough periods, but I don't think that there's ever a reason to go out and shoot innocent people. That's just my point of view. I've been through tough periods in my life, and I've never even thought of going out and murdering innocent people. So, look, you know what? He took the coward's way out. As I say, I'm not even dignifying him with any airtime or any thought time. I don't want to think about him. I don't care about him. I care about the 5 people that lost their lives. I don't care about him. He's so far right at the bottom of my list of giving a damn. I want to spend my thoughts, my energy, my prayers to the 5 victims that lost their lives. I don't care about him. That's just my personal belief, my personal opinion. RJ, how are you doing? Big up to RJ. Hope you are both well. Hope you are well, especially from yesterday. Yeah, I mean, shook, obviously. I mean, I've lived in Plymouth for my whole life. I mean, I've been to Gilligham. I've refereed in Gilligham. I've refereed Gilligham Colts. I could tell you the name of the club that I refereed in Gilligham. It's very close to home. And yeah, obviously we've never, I think our last, shooting like this was 11 years ago. At that time I would have been 15, something like that. So I honestly, 15, I barely remember what I had for dinner last night, let alone, what I was doing at 15. So it's very rare that we have this, and I think it just shocks and really gets to people when it does happen. Obviously, it would be shocking, and it would still be horrific if it happened in the north. But the fact that it happened on your own doorstep, I think it really just it shakes you. It really does shake you to the core. Especially, as I said, that I've been in Gilligham. I've refereed in Gilligham. I mean, all of these things. It's absolutely horrific. We are. I hope. We all are. I hope. But all our thoughts go with those associated, as I said on Twitter. Big up to Jay. Awful news. It truly is. He also goes on to say, RIP to those that tragically passed away. Very sad. It is. It's horrific. It truly is. But yeah. Obviously, as you can see in the thumbnail, there are there are 5 candles, 1 for each victim. I decided to do that after I sent it to Liam, so I forgot to send you that one. But I've done the same for the review, of course. So there's 1 candle for every victim on top of our logo, which is something that, they might not be football fans, but Argyle is a huge part of the community. We have the Argyle Community Trust. The club isn't just a football club. That's the thing with it. It's not just a football club. It's a community. Argyle community. They help people. They delivered food parcels to the elderly who couldn't get food during the pandemic and during the lockdown. I believe delivered things for children to play with or draw or do during lockdown. So the Argyle Community Trust is a huge part of the community in Plymouth. Therefore, Argyle are a huge part of the community in Plymouth. So you don't have to just be an Argyle fan to like or love or care about Argyle, because it really is that community. And it really does offer so much support. And I'm sure over the coming months, it will offer even more support out there. Yeah, Sean, what happened? Basically, a shooting in Plymouth, 5 people sadly died. But I suppose we best talk about the game tomorrow. As I said, this isn't going to be an overly long, I might not have said it on stream, I might have said it backstage. It's not going to be an overly long stream today, as I'm sure you can understand. So let's look at the boys. So Niall Ennis, I'm not sure where we currently stand with Niall in terms of his injury. Obviously pulled out against Rotherham due to a tight thigh or hamstring. I think it might have been hamstring actually. Against Rotherham, he didn't play at all against Peterborough on Tuesday. So I'm not sure where we stand on Niall. Danny Mayer also came off as a precaution on Tuesday night against Peterborough due to, a tight hamstring. So I'm not sure where we stand with him. We have got Brum Brum, as I'm now officially nicknaming him Brum Brum. I do remember his name now. I think I said Brum Brum because I forgot his first name when he first joined. But I just had Brum Brum stuck in my head. So Ryan Brum has now officially been nicknamed Brum Brum to myself. I don't know about you, Liam. I don't know if you go with the nickname Brum Brum for Ryan Brum. But that's what I've gone for him. But he's very much like a Danny Mayer type player. So I think even if Danny can't play, look, it would be a loss obviously to the team. But maybe Brum Brum can come in and do something, which would be good. We've needed not a replacement for Danny, but we need to, we need a backup, and Brum Brum will offer that backup, I think. So it's good that we've got him. Ryan Hardy got a brace against Peterborough. Very good, 2 good goals to be fair. So hopefully he comes into this game with a bit of confidence. The same as Jeffers, obviously a bit of confidence on for him as well. So that's 2 really important figures for Argyle. Our strikers, believe it or not. Unbelievably, I'm saying strikers are important to Argyle. Now that we've only really got 2 of them, they're really important. We need them with as much confidence as possible. Liam, I was just talking about how I've nicknamed Ryan Brum 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 because I forgot his first name when he first joined. I don't know if you've nicknamed him Brum Brum as well, or if you're going with that, but that's my nickname to him, Brum Brum.
I just call him Ryan Brains, to be honest. I don't really call him.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I hopefully, if I give him the nickname Brum Brum, he can be that engine in midfield. Did you see what I just did there? Did you see what I just did? I'm incredible. He could be the engine of our midfield. We got Brum Brum, engine, and we got the mayor. Danny Mayer. We do love to see it. Hopefully they can both play at the same time. I mean, that would be extremely attacking at some point. But look, Panucci's doing a great job. I thought it was interesting, actually, that Ryan said that Adam Randall and Jordan Houghton, could play together, which I see no reason why not. I mean, Jordan looks like he's got a killer shot on him as well, so you could possibly even play Jordan more advanced with Adam in the sitting role, or you could have Adam going more advanced and Jordan sitting in the holding role. So I mean, yes, they can both play together, and yes, they're both very good midfielders. In terms of the Mayor and Brum Brum, they could also play together. So I think we've just added another sort of midfield option, which is really needed, especially with Panucci there as well. We've also got Conor Grant, who seems to be, playing a bit of left wing back, a bit of central midfield. Next, I think he'll probably play a bit of centre back, maybe even striker if we don't get a backup. So Connor's going to be, Connor's going to be a very flexible movement of our team this year. And I love Connor. He's been with us for a very long time, hasn't he? I can't remember when he joined.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't it in the Derek Adams era at some point?
I'm not quite sure, mate.
I think it was. It certainly wasn't under Lowy. I think it must have been. It must have been under Adams' era. Maybe when we were in League One. Maybe. He came from Everton. Very highly regarded as well. I love Connor. Connor is brilliant. I don't just love him because he's good at football. He is really good at football. But I just love his versatility in terms. He's you know, ideally a central midfielder, as is Joe Edwards, by the way. But with the way that Ryan gets their wing backs to play, you can sort of play central midfielders or you know, wingers per se as wing backs, because with the way that we all play and the way that everyone's expected to help each other out anyway. So you have got that as well. So I mean, we've got a very good team. As I say, Mayo and Ennis right now, maybe doubts. Mayo, I think Mayo will play. At least I hope he does. Because he is quite crucial to our player. He had a good 42 minutes against Peterborough as well. So, you know, there is that. So, Liam, do you see Ennis or Mayer making it into the team tomorrow? If you do, which one do you see? Or do they both make their way into the team?
Ennis for me, no, but I do see Mayer making it into the team.
He only came off as a precaution, didn't he?
Yeah, so yeah. Obviously Windo wanted to protect him, which he did. And,
I think he came off as a precaution of being the best central midfielder in the EFL, but that's just rumours at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Mayer starts tomorrow. If Mayer starts,
I thought you were going to say hopefully he is the best midfielder in the league. I was just about to say that's a bit rude because he truly is. He's absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, if he does start tomorrow, it's
give us the 3 points now, isn't it?
I'll be prepared, Gillingham fans, to be prepared.
Take the L. Just take the L and move with it. You know, we'll give you an L to take home with you.
Look at number 10. They just look at number 10 at kickoff and think, let's leave.
No. Probably looking at Mayor going, oh, great. Do you remember it was at home against Doncaster? Mayor just puts their left back on his ass. Absolutely, he spins him around like he's on the merry-go-round, and then bang, flat, face plants the floor. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't remember. I think it might have been Aaron that sent it to me, and I went, look, Mayor will just put people on their face. Like, he's so good with the ball and his link-up play and the way that he uses the ball. It's like he's working on a piece of art on the pitch. It's majestic. I can't remember last time. I link him very similarly to Graham Carey. Graham Carey was a pivotal part of the Argyle team. He was goals, he was assists, he was just sexy Irishman on pitch. Just that pitch was his. The home park pitch was his dance floor per se, and the things he did with that ball were unspeakable, and you couldn't really put that on Twitter because it would get taken down for, you know, nudity or God knows what, because it was just the things he did on the pitch was just absolutely disgraceful and shouldn't have been allowed to be done on the pitch. He was just so good with the ball, and I think Danny Mayer in that sort of role, it's sort of the other players, they feed off him. He creates for them. He's their link man. He is their leader. I know obviously Joe Edwards is captain, but you know, in terms of leading by example and really showing, come on guys, Luke, I know you're struggling at the moment, but if I'm able to spin defenders and face plant them onto the floor, you need to do something. So I think that the boys feed off his confidence, and I think him going forward is so pivotal to Argyle, and I can see why he played. I think he played almost every other game, but he wasn't suspended last season. I think he got one red card. He had the suspension. Even Ryan Lowe was like, "I want a fucking red card, you twats. Not like when Jerome Opoku got sent off against Sunderland and Ryan's like, that's your fault. And I think it was at that point he went, that whole defence just cut off. Do you reckon he sort of when doing his retain this going, centre back bin, get out. Like, I'm sure he was a lot nicer when telling them they had no future at this club, but no, in all seriousness, the defence from last year was shite. And I hope never to see any of them back at home park. Look, you can change Leopard, you know, nah. If I ever see a Keelan Watts or a Jerome Opoku walking back in through Argyle, not a chance. Please leave. Exeter will take you now. So yeah, Jay says, don't know if you're doing a watch along for Brentford Arsenal or if the United show is on tonight. Well, I do have the Chelsea show, Liverpool show, and United show, providing I actually have people. I think I've got some people for the Chelsea show. I think I've got, I might have two for the Liverpool show. You never know. And the United show, yeah, I always have people for United show. So yeah, it's the United show, well, Liverpool show, both on. But we do have Premier League watch-alongs tomorrow. Got Manchester United versus Leeds from Old Trafford at Ellen Road. At Old Trafford, I mean, in the Premier League. Then you got Norwich versus Liverpool at Carrow Road. That is 5:15 start for a 5:30 kickoff. Then we're also doing coverage of Swansea City versus Sheffield United from the Sky Bet Championship. And then Sunday, we have got Newcastle versus West Ham, Spurs versus Manchester City, both watch-alongs. And then the Argyle Gillingham match review will be at 9 p.m. tomorrow, on Sunday. That also gives me a chance to, do the things I need. Balogun may start a striker for Arsenal. He'll probably play in Kittier. Hope Plymouth win tomorrow, even more after what recently happened. Jay says, I'll be in the chat for the United show tonight. Oh, that's absolutely sound. If you want to come on, that is not a problem. More the merrier. Best of luck to Plymouth. Hope they win. If Plymouth do win, they deserve massive credit to win after what happened. Mentally, it'll be crucial for Plymouth. I do think they'll give it their best. Oh, I've no doubt about that. I'm not even doubting the boys' efforts. But yeah, mentally, it's going to be a tough day tomorrow. We obviously had planned Luke McCormick and Gary Sawyer a lap of sort of celebration of their careers. We had also planned, I think, a minute's applause at the start of the game. That's all now been, removed. So we're minute silence. So yeah, it's going to be emotional. Fans back at home park for the first time since March last year. So yeah, of course, emotions are going to be extremely high. March last year. Yeah, emotions going to be extremely high, very high, especially as you say with what happened. So yeah, I think Ryan. I think this might drive the boys to really get that win. It might just go, you know what, throw hell to throw caution to the wind. We're getting this now. We're doing this, and we're gonna, not obviously, get a good feeling, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this the right way, and we're gonna absolutely get the win. But as I said at the start of the stream, I frankly couldn't give a shit if we lost 10-0, because football at the moment is a secondary thought. That being said, though, I certainly think Ryan will have the boys ready for tomorrow. And I think the boys will be ready for tomorrow. Look, home park, yeah, it might not be the, bouncy, jolly ground that it usually is. But I do think that the boys will feed off however we decide to act tomorrow, providing we don't start singing for Gillingham, which I'm sure that won't happen. You going to a match tomorrow, Liam?
Yeah, mate.
You start the Gillingham chants, yeah? I'm joking. I'm joking. Liam also might be doing vlogs on his channel at some point. You never know. You never know. Dylan says Plymouth will win. That's what we like to see. We like to see it. Big up to Mustafa, who's a very, very earnest Ecstasy fan. My opinions of Exeter have flown right up the wind.
Do you reckon if I filmed the I think it's a 2-minute silence, do you reckon if I filmed that, would it get took down?
No, I just don't think it'd be too appropriate to film the minute silence.
Yeah.
Maybe film some of the atmosphere during the game.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Maybe do that. I think during the game there'll be a bit of a better atmosphere, if I'm being honest. Chris saying 2-1 at Plymouth. We love to see this.
Doncaster.
Hi guys, still sticking with 1-1, but the score and how much Argyle will dominate for boys and central in the match, playing to praise and represent the town is crucial. Look, I know some people are worried that does this tarnish our reputation? Does it? Fuck. Plymouth is a beautiful area with beautiful people, a beautiful community. One wrong un yesterday decided to try and, maybe not ruin it, but certainly gave it a bloody good try. Nothing will bring us down. Nothing will tear us down. Nothing will stop us from celebrating what a beautiful city Plymouth is. We're the Ocean City. We are the Ocean City, and I love it. It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful is Plymouth.
Thanks to Donny for not.
One minute. No, don't worry, Liam. Don't worry. Shut up, Liam. But yeah. Do Plymouth play good attacking football? I don't know, because I've never watched them play before. Yes, if a team lets us play a nice free-flowing attacking football, we're a menace. But no, we do try to play it in the right way. But let's look at the opposition. Steve Evans, manager at Gillingham. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know what Pork Pie does. Now, I can call him Pork Pie because I have been working especially well on my physique recently. I had a pasty this morning. Well, not this morning, for brunch. So, I also like my donuts. So I'm allowed to call him Porky because I'm also Porky. So Steve Evans is the manager of Gillingham. Now, the Steve Evans type football is something I can only really describe as fucking awful to watch, right? Porky really does make football look shit. Beautiful game, don't watch Steve Evans football. Now, that's not to say that Steve Evans isn't a good manager, right? He's a very good manager. It's just really, really fucking annoying, his style of football. It's very disgusting. Disgusting football. It's like when you paint, like if in your house one of your family members decides, I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the living room bright yellow for some ungodly reason. Why would you even do that? I would never know. But it's like if you were to have a family member paint your living room yellow. It's absolutely disgusting and vulgar. That is Steve Evans football. That is Steve Evans football. So yeah, Liam, what's your opinion of Steve Evans and his style of football, shall we say it? Or shall I say lack of style? Because there is no style to his play.
Nah, he's a good manager sometimes, but I mean, yeah, his football is very boring. I mean,
it's hoofball.
Yeah, it's hoofball, really, isn't it? I mean, away games, they normally somehow snatch a point. They normally lose away games, but I mean, home games, they're not the best, are they? By the way, their home atmosphere is very boring. I watch.
I'm pretty sure they're away. I'm pretty sure they're away in the scaffolding, mate. That just might be my opinion. I'm pretty sure they're away in the scaffolding, mate.
Oh dear, that makes it even worse. Then I mean, you can see why they lose their home games. I always look at their results and go, they're at home. Oh, they should win at home. Look at the result at 5 p.m. Oh, they lost. What a surprise.
Yeah, their away record isn't too shabby, but look, there's going to be a lot of time wasting. We know a Steve Evans side love to take a while to take a throw in up corner or to even get up after having a 50-50 tackle. Normally they're rolling on the floor. Brilliant drama. I think they're auditioning for, episodes on Emmerdale or Coronation Street or some other soap opera, because they're certainly not playing football, is fair to say. Do you think Ryan Lowe can get the boys to get through that? Right? The Gillingham will piss off the home fans. They do it on a regular. Not just Gillingham, anyone who plays ugly football. Basically anyone managed by Steve Evans, really. So they will piss off, especially at Denport, and they're going to be absolutely rattled by Steve Evans. He rattled me when I'm in Denport and watching him in his away game. So, in terms of that, I do think he'll rattle Home Park quite a lot. Gillingham absolutely will. But do you think Ryan can get the boys past that?
Yeah, 100%. I reckon he can. I mean, depends if the referees. Well, obviously this is not Ryan Lowe, but if the referees on our side.
The referee don't really do much. They're just like, oh dear, Steve Evans, he's done it again. Oh dear, get me a pizza. If it's one of the chunky referees, he'll be in the centre circle.
Oh,
with a deck chair. Yeah, with a deck chair and a cup of tea. He'll be like, referee, that's a corner. Ref, you're like 500 miles away from it. It's a corner. Okay, mate.
Yeah, and then if we get a penalty, nah, waves it away, and then Devonport ended up upsing it. I mean,
yeah, I don't think referees are made referees. They may, if there's one clear penalty if there's one penalty, it really goes for it, and we the Devonport end erupts into what I can only describe as something of the referee will get called a wanker. You can sure as hell bet that champ will get flying around quite quickly. They'll fly down past Lyndhurst into block 15 where the other boys, or 16, where the other boys start doing their chants, normally to the away end. So yeah, I do think in terms of that, I think we're gonna. I think the referees aren't going to be so stupid to keep pissing us off. My town is named after Plymouth. Obviously, Zachary is in North America, and as Liam will know, if he knows his Argyle history, there is a relation between Plymouth and North America called the Mayflower. Sexy Mayflower. That's why our grandstand is the Mayflower. I think it's still the Mayflower. I don't think they changed it.
No.
I know it's called the new grandstand, but it's always going to be the Mayflower to me. The Mayflower grandstand.
Yeah.
Don't it? Yeah, the names will never change. You've got Devonport End, you've got Lindenhurst, you've got you've got Barn Park End, and then you've got the Mayflower grandstand. That's the way I've always said it. I think it's the Mayflower. It is definitely a Mayflower. Yes. Sexy stadium is Home Park. Zachary says Plymouth meeting. Nice. I thought you were from... Yeah, well, Jay, there's a history between Plymouth and North America. There's also a relation between Plymouth and Europe. It's called We Like Spain More Than the UK. The weather's nicer. Zachary says Mayflower landed in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Plymouth, Massachusetts. Plymouth. Mayflower boat. Mayflower grandstand. We're we're steeped with American history. That's why we actually have a lot of fans from, guess what, America. Got a lot of them. Normally for watch-alongs, they normally do a watch-along with Simon Allett on like Zoom or TeamViewer or whatever he uses. So great to see Simon Allett always getting involved. I'm not sure if he's in Plymouth yet. He might be in Plymouth. You never know. Obviously, COVID, traveling and all of that. So he might be back in Plymouth. It should be lovely if he can be at the game tomorrow. I'm sure he'll try if he can. If not, he'll definitely be watching on iFollow. Something that I can't do. I can listen to it on iFollow. Not iFollow. Argyle TV he'll be watching on. Don't forget, also, pre-game. You can watch the pre-game show live on YouTube and on Argyle TV. I completely forgot that then for a second. Brilliant presenter. I've completely forgotten her name, but she's absolutely wonderful. Normally does it with like Gaz, or I'm sure maybe even McCormick might test the waters with a bit of it. But no, look, she's brilliant, and she normally has another person there as well. So pre-game show, really great thing that Argyle are doing. Plymouth, England has a history of pirates. Guessing that was Old English spelling, just reading about it. Yes, it wouldn't surprise me. I think that's why we go "arr" down in the Denport end after a goal kick. Yeah, you're shit, and then we just do pirate noises. Don't ask us. So Plymouth we're a weird but wonderful bunch of fans, aren't we, Liam?
Yes, we are, mate. Yes.
We are certainly a unique bunch. But we've looked at them. Look, we all know Gillingham are going to play some disgusting football at home part tomorrow. You never know. Steve Evans might decide to play attacking, free-flowing football. And I might win the lottery and date Beyonce. Guess what? I ain't winning the lottery. I'm certainly not dating Beyonce. So looks like there's no chance of free-flowing attack from Steve Evans tomorrow. Oh, me arties. Yes. Don't go into Cornwall. Don't go into Cornwall. There might be pirates still down there. No, I'm joking. Love Cornwall. Also, people, Plymouth is in Devon, not Cornwall. Right, the border. It's the great big sea, not the sea, the river. We have water separating us. Cornwall wanted that. They like the water. They like being separated. I think actually Cornwall would quite like to be their own country, but they've realised actually maybe that's not such a good idea. They would love it though. The people in Cornwall are brilliant, but I think they would love to be their own country. I don't think they like. I think they want to be like Gibraltar, or something. But yeah, love Cornwall. We get a fair few. Do you know what? Plymouth got such a big catchment area for not only fans and players. Like Devon and Cornwall, massive. Also, we've got the whole of Devon, because what other big clubs are there in Devon? You got Torquay.
That's it.
Maybe Exeter if they're having a good day. They've got a good academy, I swear. Max says, any other streams today, like the club shows? Yep, we've got all of the club shows tonight. But Liam, predictions, obviously, as I say, I don't really care what the score is tomorrow. There's bigger things, to deal with. But what is your prediction for the score tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0.
Fair enough. I am going for 5-0, 1 goal for every victim from last night. We're going to get a Hardy penalty hat-trick. Jeffers is going to get a goal and Mike Cooper's going to do a madness. Score from Denport end. We'd love to see it. He's going to boot the ball long, hit the back of the net, turn around and go, hey, right to Denport end. It's going to be beautiful. But that is that. I don't really think there's much else to talk about. Obviously, given the circumstances, football again is not a priority. But we'll be back tonight with all the club shows, and we'll be back tomorrow with all the watch-alongs, weekends full of watch-alongs and reviews. We're not doing any more match reactions. I've decided, I'm not doing them anymore. Let other YouTubers do that. We'll be doing watch-alongs for all of the different things. We've got the club shows, and that's sort of what we're going to do. But we're going to have Argyle watch-alongs. We're going to have Argyle watch-alongs, which is going to be brilliant to do.
Yeah.
Not watch-ons, reviews. But we have got an Argyle watch-on coming up in September against Pompey, Monday night at Fratton Park. So we're going to have a bit of Argyle in our life. Argyle to spice up my life. Love to see it. Love to see it. A bit of Argyle to spice up your life. But yeah, we'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. starting with the Chelsea show. And then you got like the Liverpool show and the United show at 10 and all of that stuff. You've got the United show with RJ at 10. So that will be absolutely fantastic. I'll be back tomorrow at 12:15 with Manchester United versus Leeds United. Big Roses derby to start us off before I then take my break to listen to Argyle before Norwich Liverpool and then Swansea versus Sheffield United. So we got lots to do tomorrow, lots going on. So make sure you do join us for that. Before you do go though, it would be great if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, you know, do the hokey pokey as well, and make sure you're turning around as well. Make sure you do that. Maybe a cha-cha slide if you're feeling active. And yeah, do hit that subscribe bell, but make sure notifications are on because you don't want to miss when I'm live. You don't want to miss when we're live. So we have brilliant content. So make sure you do all of that. Follow our socials, Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _ and TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Zachary says there were 2 failed attempts at Mayflower, sailing from Southampton and Dartmouth, and finally sailed from Plymouth on the successful attempt. It's because we're amazing, Zachary. Right? We are amazing. Southampton? Nah. Dartmouth? Nah. Plymouth? Yes. Plymouth is beautiful. Beautiful Plymouth. But Liam, where can they find you?
Find me on YouTube is
I thought you were going to say Argyle TV then.
Oh wow.
I was just about to say he's got a new broadcasting job now. Liam's going big time.
Twitter Liam PFC Martin 1 and Instagram Liam PFC Martin.
He likes to keep it simple, don't you, mate?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Not like
Everything is Liam Martin or Liam Martin PAFC. Loves it, or Liam PAFC Martin. You should rename your channel Liam Martin TV, mate.
No, mate.
Why not? It works.
Yeah, I suppose it works, but
Liam Martin TV. You don't want to watch Liam Martin TV?
sure.
If you're lucky, he might call you a melt on a live stream.
Wow.
If you ask nicely. Isn't that right? It's like your favourite. It's your favourite phrase, isn't it? Yamel. Yamel. Where did you even get that from?
I don't know.
Is that? Neither do I, mate. I don't think it's a Devon thing. Certainly ain't a Devon thing. Maybe.
I don't think it's a Devon name. I don't think so.
I don't think calling people a melt is a Devon thing. Might be. You never know. You never know. But we'll be back at 6 p.m. tonight. But until then, guys, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
And peace out.